Bertemu kembali, saham seluruh dunia menjunam selepas Rusia memulakan serangan ketenteraan ke atas Ukraine. MSCI yang mengukur saham dunia ditutup rendah 0.46%, manakala di Amerika Syarikat Dow Jones susut 0.28% dan S&P 500 susut 1.5%. Dan Nasdaq jatuh 3.34%. Harga minyak mentah juga melonjak ke paras tertinggi melepasi $100 setong. Dan juga bagi mengulas lanjut, kita bersama dengan Shan Saeed, Ketua Pakar Ekonomi Juwai IQI. Good morning, Shan. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Shan, oil prices jumped on Thursday with Brent rising above $105 per barrel for the first time since 2014 and before easing after that. But after Russia's attack on Ukraine exacerbated concerns about disruption to global energy supply. Shan, you have been sharing with us that geopolitical risk is getting deeper into the energy market, pushing oil prices higher. What can we expect from the market in terms of price levels by second quarter 2022?
I think the market will continue to remain volatile, and we at Juwai IQA expect oil prices to go higher. At the start of the year, we said oil prices will meander around $77 and $107 per barrel. And as you said, yesterday it touched $105 per barrel. And right now the market is trying to stabilize, it's trading at $101 per barrel, which is up almost 30% year to date. So we expect a lot of volatility. According to the latest report of JP Morgan, they expect oil prices to be trading on the average $110 by Q2. And I think we are more or less on the same page. Oil prices will stay higher. Provided if this war escalates further, we can expect oil prices to go even higher. So we have created three scenarios: $100, $125, and $140 per barrel. So if this war continues for another, God forbid, for another 1 month or 2 months, we can expect oil prices to even touch $125 per barrel. The market is very volatile. Investors are nervous, and we expect the markets to remain shaky for the next 1 quarter.
And we heard that Joe Biden, the US will not be sending troops to Ukraine, and same goes to NATO. Is this something that we should cherish at the moment?
Yes, absolutely. It just came on CNN. And if you, Najib, if you have seen yesterday's news conference by NATO Secretary General, I thought his body language is absolutely zero. He was totally perplexed. He did not know what to say. So I think Europe is not coming, US is not coming. Where are we heading? Nobody knows. The market is very volatile. And if US is saying we are not sending our troops, then God forbid, so what will happen? Eastern Ukrainian part has been recognized by Putin. I hope a good census will prevail. War is not the solution. I think dialogue, engagement is important. And I think global players should engage everyone who is involved. And US is not involved. I think it's a totally shenanigans.
Shan, will there be any energy crisis in Europe given that they suspended Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline project? And is there any possibility that Russia will cut off gas supply to Europe?
Yes, Najib, this is one of the possibilities that the global players are looking at. You see, who is the biggest, who is going to suffer most if this war escalates further? Europe, because Europe gets 40 to 50% of its gas supplies from Russia. Europe gets 45 to 60% of its oil supplies from Russia. So if something goes wrong and there are supply hiccups, obviously there will be massive crisis in Europe. And Europe is trying to, I wish Angela Merkel was around. She was a very smart woman. She kept Putin in a very engagement strategy, and there was no war situation when Angela Merkel was there. But since Europe doesn't have a strong leader at the moment, I think this situation came. And I think this situation will continue because Europe is not in a position to talk to Putin because they have been demonizing Putin, unfortunately. I'm totally surprised that you're getting oil and gas from Russia and you're saying bad things about Russia. What is the pragmatic approach? I don't know. So the world is laughing at Europe. The world is laughing at US. And I'm not sure where the world is actually heading. I hope good senses will prevail. But the things are not very looking good. It's looking very precarious at the moment.
Yeah, Shan, do you think that with oil, with higher oil prices will back up the economy? Can the global economy recover this year? Because you have been saying since January that 2022 will be tougher than 2021, and you also said that stagflation hitting many economies around the world.
Yes, absolutely, Najib. I have been saying that 2022 will be tougher than 21 because of the geopolitical risk. The global economy will not recover before 2025. So there will be a lot of volatility. There will be a lot of geopolitical risk. And in one of our newsletters in November 2020, we said that global economy is heading towards stagflation. What is stagflation? When you have high inflation, lower growth. And many advanced economies like Europe, US, Japan, they will be hit by stagflation. So I think we are heading towards that. After 52 years, history repeats, and oil shocks will be remain volatile in 2024. It will only recover in 2025. God forbid something goes wrong, it will take even longer.
Briefly, Shan, how do you see that the higher oil price will further exacerbate the inflation that we've seen currently?
I think everything is linked to oil and gas. Your life, my life, it depends on oil and gas. If oil goes higher to $125, kiss the global economy goodbye. We can expect global economy to go into deep recession, and it won't recover very soon.
Alright, Shan, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Shan Saeed, Ketua Pakar Ekonomi Juwai. Kita melihat kepada bagaimanakah kesan ketegangan di Ukraine ini kepada harga minyak khususnya dan juga kesan berantainya. Baik, kita akan bertindak sekali lagi kembali selepas ini.